I'm gonna go over with you the following. Number one, what just happened. Then the second thing we're gonna go over is the actual skills that you need to deal with it. We have two paths to take. One path is we stick our head in the sand and we hope and wish and pray that rates come down dramatically and my life gets easier and I don't have to have skills to sell real estate. Yes? The second path is you assess reality and you deal with it. The amount of progress that a man or woman experiences is directly correlated to the amount of truth that they can withstand. Why do we have such a hard time with truth? It hurts. Because I have to admit, I'm not as fast as I think I was, as cool as I think I was, as smart as I think I was, as good of an agent as I think I was, yes? Because those stupid little pieces of plastic and paper that you get doesn't make you a great agent. And it requires that you change. That's exactly right. So here's the thing that just happened. For the first time in 100 years, the credit of the United States was downgraded. So what happens when my credit rating goes down? The amount of interest I have to pay goes what? If you think about our credit rating, it just got downgraded from AAA to AA like 1. If we want to borrow money as a country, what does that do to our interest rate? We have to compensate investors for more risk. Yes? So that means bonds go up. It affects the 10-year Treasury note, which is what dictates mortgage rates. Let me ask you a question. Are your skills right now equipped for higher interest rates for a longer time? Do I have the skill set of being able to present offers that come in way less than the asking price? If you think this is not going to affect our industry, you're being delusional. The last time, which was in the 2000s, rates were this high. They stayed that high for almost a decade. History doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. We're only 3 years into this thing, baby. So what skills are actually required? Well, the first is the ability to set appointments. We were just speaking, right? And you were kind enough to share you've had success in a different marketplace. Came down here. We're like, hey, I'll just utilize the same plan. And what are you noticing?
Different.
It's different. And the ability to set appointments is different.
It can be done, but it just has to be.
That's right. It has to be done differently. And this is why it's so important to get proximity to a guide who can equip you with what you need to do, because he's somebody that is smart, hardworking, and ambitious. He's not afraid to work. He's not afraid to prospect. But he's utilizing an approach where he's banging his head against the wall. Yes? And anybody besides me ever bang their head against the wall and get discouraged? Yeah. It's very easy to get discouraged. And then you know what we do? Well, it's not fair, and maybe this isn't for me, and maybe I should do something else. When the real truth is, what I shared with him is, instead of he's here, a guide pulls up next to you and goes like this, hey, do this. Yeah? Just adjust your approach a little bit. Go to different lead sources, but the ability to be able to set appointments. 2, the ability to be able to pre-qualify those appointments. Questions like, hey, my job's to help you. It's never to talk you into doing anything. Your home's lovely. It's in a great geographic area. I don't need to tell you that. If you don't mind me asking, was there any particular reason you were even consider selling? That's a question around what?
Motivation.
Which stands for motive to take action, a reason for doing something. If somebody tells you, hey, I just want to get a bigger backyard for my dog, this is not the market for them. You know what will happen if you don't know that? You will spend 6 months with them. Questions like, hey, is it an option for you to not sell this home and still move? Hey, is it an option for you to rent the property and still move? What would happen on the outside chance if we were still sitting here 6 months from now and it wasn't sold? What would that mean for you and your family? The actual listing presentation. If there are less listing opportunities available, which we would agree there's less, yeah? Is it a realistic expectation that I could not practice that every day and get my unfair share? Is that realistic? Who here practices their listing presentation every day? Raise your hand. That means all the rest of you are independently wealthy. We're in an environment that's hyper competitive. Because by the way, what does second place get you on a listing presentation? You know what it gets you? You know what? Hey, we appreciate you coming out, brother. You know what? We really enjoyed our time together and you were our second choice. So if it doesn't work out, we'll give you a call. Anybody besides me want to grab their hand and slam it against the table? Yeah. The last one, handling objections and closing. When you go on presentations, somebody says we want to think about it, you say, okie dokie, and you leave. All you guys should be raising your hand. You're going to be negotiating about their price without you present, yes? If you hired somebody for the biggest asset that you own, would you want them to have the intestinal fortitude to be able to ask difficult questions and help people make decisions? Yes. So by me not asking questions to help them to make difficult decisions, what am I demonstrating? I don't have the skill. So being able to handle all of these objections, I want to wait. What's going to happen in the marketplace? My sister's a real estate agent. I've never heard of your company before. Where's your office? Your commission's too high. Yeah? Most of you guys, when you hear that, you're like, don't say that. I'm worth it. In the absence of value, the only thing to compete on is price. If you follow a process, you increase the probability that you'll get the outcome that you want. How often do we follow the process, guys? Every time without exception. I don't care if my Grandma calls me up and says, hey, Aaron, I want to sell my house. Great. Just have a couple real quick questions, Nanny, just to make sure that I'm fully prepared and I can provide you with the most accurate information, be the best assistance to you. I will be brief because I know your time is valuable. We're going to follow the process every single time. Do you want your surgeon to follow the process every single time? Or do you want him to wing it? You can do all of this right. You can set the appointment, pre-qualify, do a good listing presentation, handle objections and close. But if you don't know how to price property properly, it won't sell, despite your buyers in Venezuela. So what's the actual skill that causes it to sell? I'm sorry?
Price.
How often? Every time. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. You know how I know in your hearts you guys don't actually believe that this is true? Because you will call me and say, Aaron, is there anything else I could be doing? Should I get the Facebook ad? Should I agree to do open houses every single week so I have no life and bring cookies? You're already experiencing it, yes? How many listings do you currently have, Shelly?
3.
And how many need price reductions?
3.
Ta-da! These are called the facts. Do you guys notice the energy in the room? How you doing, Jose?
Amazing.
He just got a new tool. If I have it, I'm looking at it here, but it's not set up right. I got to get Ricky to get it set up for me, that Stream Deck. That's how I'm feeling right now. I asked you before we jumped on and I was like, what do you want to talk about? And you're like, bro, the only thing that we need to be talking about right now, which is price reduction. So